So what are we doing today? We're going to talk about what my egg candling experience was last night. And it's kind of a mixed bag. The lighter colored eggs were easier to see into, and you get a very distinct visualization of the different arteries and veins and the air sac at the tip, because I placed my eggs at the pointy side down inside my incubator. That's how you're supposed to use that particular incubator. And the white, I tried to devise a homemade viewing light, and all my attempts failed. I couldn't quite seem to get a good seal so that the light didn't escape and just not illuminate the inside of the egg. So I just decided to cut my hand and put what I had. It was actually a headlamp, which it'd be better if I had a straight flashlight, and then put some tape around it, but I couldn't find it. I don't know where it was. So anyway, made do with what I had, and I did find one egg that looked very similar to a grocery store egg, in which you only can visualize the yolk itself. And because I waited for day 9, when I know that there should be veins and arteries formed in a very prominent air sac, I knew that that egg was indeed not a fertile egg. And so I cracked it open, and I still held my breath, and it was indeed just an egg yolk, and I gave it to the cats. So I made their little evening meal fun. So I don't claim to be any kind of expert. Like I had said at the end of the viewing of the different eggs, that the first time I did it, I just stuck 4 eggs in at a time as my chickens laid the eggs. So for 4 days, I took every egg that was produced by my hens and put it in there, and I did it over 4 days, because the lockdown period from day 18 to day 21 is 4 days. So I figured as the chickens hatch, I just, leave them in there for a day, because they can still, they still have nutrients in their bodies. And then I'd pull them out, and I actually, at the time, I had a really cheap incubator that didn't even have a tilter on it. So I just placed them in there as a little, brooding area, and they just stayed in there for the couple of days, waiting for the rest of the chickens to hatch. And I must have been really lucky, because I had 100% success. So I thought, oh, this is pretty easy. But as it turns out, 75 to 80% is the more common hatching rate for eggs. So knowing this, I decided that it was time to look at the eggs at a developmental stage. And again, I'll look at those green eggs, and I'll try to devise a better device to see through them, because they're just dark. I can't see anything other than every once in a while I can actually see the air sac on them. But I really want those Easter egg laying chickens, because I really like that green egg, but like Dr. Seuss, right? Green eggs and ham. And so anyway, I'll figure something else out and work around it. So meanwhile, I'll just let them cook in there or bake, and hopefully I'll get some chicks. So that's what we're doing today. I hope it helped you knowing that I guess you can do this and not be perfect. But if you find my imperfections or the video helpful at all, please give me a thumbs up, and a subscribe. Thank you very much. Anyway, so there you can see a light colored egg, and that spot right there is the baby's eye. And then you can also identify the egg, or the veins, and the air sac. Here's another light colored egg. They're so much easier to visualize. You can see the eye, you can see it actually moving. So it's a very viable chick right here. With the darker eggs, it's more difficult. On this particular egg, you can just see the air sac and then just dark. But just as a comparison to one of the eggs I have in the incubator, I just pulled out an egg from the grocery store. This is a white egg and it's not fertilized. See how you can't see anything? It's very translucent. So if one of the eggs looks like that, I know it's not fertile. This is an example of a yolker, meaning that the only thing we're seeing there is the egg yolk. This happens to be a light colored egg. So that's just the beginning of the egg journey, and hopefully in 21 days I'll have some chicks to show you. And if I do anything in the meanwhile other than just letting them incubate for the remaining time, I'll film that too. But anyway, have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.